What's up, my peoples? I'm out here in Portugal. So after like 10 days or something of living here, maybe more now, I thought I'll make a little video update. It's interesting. Sunday, people hanging out, drinking beers, 12 in the afternoon. Living with 7 people on this Erasmus trip. I've been massaging seniors, working in a senior home with my colleague, and yeah, we're having a lot of practice. To be honest, we're practicing on these people that have seen a lot of life, so it's interesting. So this is how the surroundings kind of look like. Sunny. The weather has been beautiful. What else? Yeah, to be honest, this is gonna be a diss on, I guess, the whole organization of Erasmus. Like, I got lucky, I got placed in a positive kind of setting, I got a lot of practice, work placement, great. But there's something fishy, maybe there's something fishy here in Portugal, and kind of like I'm in Montijo, so apparently this is quite a fancy area to live in, like a good area. So the rent is expensive, but our papers say that we pay 1,300 for a rent of the room that I'm in with another person. So essentially 2,600 for rent. And when I brought it up with my manager, I was like, this is like living in New York, but surely this is not New York. Like, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, well, it's not just for rent, it's for other things. We just say it on the invoice that it's for rent. It's like, okay, so why don't you just say it? That it's this much money for this and this much money for that. It's like, I'm not 15, you're not gonna fool me. Like, somebody is benefiting from this. And to be honest, there's been some we met some people. Like, we got placed in a flat. At one point there was 9 people in the flat. It's a big flat, mind you, so it's all right. But we started talking, and this one woman was like, well, I was on an Erasmus trip in Braga in North Portugal, and we lived in a nice hotel. We had breakfast every morning, and we were placed in a workplace that was really close to home, where they got transported to and from work, like something easy. And for me and my colleague, we work 15 minutes away from home, and we finish at 3 p.m., start at 9. So we're cool. We get some food at work. Good. When our colleagues, 2 younger girls, they got placed in 2 hours away from home. They have to travel for 2 hours. The one girl that still stayed and is working in inverted commas, she's like, she only massaged their first 2 people yesterday. So after 10 days already of working, she got her first client. So it's like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be working already for more than a week, and you only just started to massage people, whatever. That's fine. It's all good. But the weirdest thing is that they you have to fill in these forms after you finish the trip, and they're saying to us, make sure you fill in these forms very positively, because the next students won't be able to go on this trip. And we're like, wait a minute, I think it works like this. You treat us positively, and then we say good things about you, because I don't think the forms are to fill in a wrong way. Like, I'm not gonna write things that didn't happen here. Like, I'm gonna write exactly how everything happened. That you ask for certain things to be changed, they say they're gonna change it, they don't change it. The girl that left the program after a week of being here, a week and 2 days, me and my colleague, we talked to our manager at work, and we said, how about this girl comes to work for here, like, wouldn't it be good, wouldn't it be nice? And the manager said, like, great, do it, like, talk to them, make them come here, So we talked to the girls. The girl was like, yeah, that would be good, so let's talk to the managers, on the Lithuanian side. Started talking to this guy. Like, I mean, he is just like a pole stuck in the ground, like, not gonna change anything. He's like, the traveling part is not, it's like you travel for 4 hours every day. Like, you leave in the morning, you come back at night, you don't see the light of day, and you don't do any work, so it's useless. And we're missing studies in Lithuania, because do this, to fold towels and clean cupboards. Like, no, thank you, So she's like, can you place me in this? No, in this other workplace. They're like, no, there's not enough work there. And we're saying, like, there is plenty of work there, trust me. So we basically found a solution for the problem, us students, and we're presenting this solution to the managers, and they're like, no, we're not gonna do it because traveling is not a good enough reason to like say it to the clients, which is the 5-star hotel spa that they're in, that they're not getting any experience, that, like, we're gonna lose the client, and this is gonna look bad for the company. And this is Erasmus, so anybody that's going on an Erasmus trip to Portugal, to Montijo, keep this in mind. It's all good, go for it, but if you don't like something and you want to change it, I'm telling you, and I don't know if this is just happening here in Portugal or somewhere else, but there's some scam feeling happening, because, I mean, we're the students. Of course, we go on this trip, we work, we get some money to live, but in the end, we do our job, right? Like, we do our job. We do what's asked from us, that we're gonna work and stuff, and they get money from us that we go here. They wouldn't get the funding if we wouldn't go on these trips. So at least, like, treat us with dignity and respect, because, like, we are your customers in a way, and they have no, like, respect for you. They look at you from, like, you are down here, we are up here. If you don't like it, maybe you should never have come to Portugal. And it's like, people, that we're not the first ones to complain, and their whole explanation is, this is Portugal, from Portuguese side and from Lithuanian side. So trust me, I'm not the person to complain about the tiny details. I'm not like I don't mind, to be honest. I'm fine. Like, I'm living in this house. I'm not paying the money. The EU or whoever is paying the money is paying the money. So it's cool. But like, for fuck's sakes, if you say you're gonna change the light bulb, you know, in the kitchen, and you don't allow us to bring a lamp from another room to place in the kitchen to see what we're cooking, then don't, you know, we solve the problem. And they're like, you can't place this lamp here. And we're like, but we can't see what we're cooking. So maybe you could replace the lamp. Sure, we're gonna replace it. And then like, it takes them like 10 days to replace the, in fact, the lamp is not replaced yet. So it still didn't happen, you know. And this is a specific lamp, like you need a tiny, like whatever, you know. We would buy it ourselves, but they're like, you can't like make adjustments probably in the house, you know, because I made some adjustments and they like ripped it apart. So it's basically like dealing with a tree stump, you know. They're not gonna move. They're not gonna, and if this was only my experience, it's fine. But everybody that I spoke with, even Portuguese themselves, they say this is how Portuguese people are, like stereotypical, you know. And don't get me wrong, these kind of people exist in Lithuania, in every other country. There are these people. But the fact is that these people represent this brand, this organization, and they bring a bad name for this brand, you know? And it happens to be that this is happening for us in Portugal. So, so it's not a pleasant experience, you know? For me, it's fine. I'm working, I'm having my experience, I'm having my practice, you know, so to say. I'm really like living the life here. It ends at 3, so I have the whole day to myself. I'm like walking in these parks now, because it's Sunday, obviously. So it just really feels unfair to other people, you know, like why, and they said, you know, we can't change your workplace because we're gonna lose a client, you know. And the girl that was in that position, she said, well, guess what, you're gonna lose the client anyway because I'm going home. I'm not gonna, you know, be stuck in this, leave at 8, come back at 9, not even have time to go buy some water because she doesn't drink the water from the tap, you know. And it's like, couldn't you just make things a little bit more simple? Like, it just seems like somebody didn't put any work or like attention on small details. Like, we got told that we're going on a trip like a month and a bit, about a month before the trip. Nobody talked to us on what is gonna happen, where we're gonna place, where we're gonna be placed, where we're gonna work, where we're gonna live. Up until the time when we came to the house, like the workplace also, we didn't know shit. So communication level is 0. It's like, communication is everything, right? Like, if you don't know how to communicate, no relationship can work, no business can work. And they're like, we're in the business for 15 years. Like, nobody has been complaining before. And it's like, of course nobody's been complaining before, because you've been telling people to write good reviews. Like, I don't know what this is, like communism or some shit. Like, when you can't complain about the system that is broken, you know, otherwise you're gonna get put to jail. Like, we're not gonna be put in jail, but we're basically, what we're doing is we're putting the next student in this jail, you know, which is your fucking program that could be so much more enjoyable. And it's like, well, you signed a contract to come and work here and blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, but don't you want to make the service or the experience better for the students? Or you just don't give a shit? Because it seems like you don't. So I'm definitely not gonna say that, wow, this was so amazing. The organizers really care about it. Like, trust me, like, I'm not, like, I know that if people come from Portugal, China, wherever, to Lithuania, and they come to see, and they come to the Erasmus, like the other students of the Erasmus, the organization, the whatever, like anybody that has anything to do with they're gonna make sure that the person is having, sorry, they're gonna make sure that the person is having a great experience. Because we're ashamed of the fact that somebody might go back home to their country and say, Lithuanians, like, everything's good in that, but, there wasn't any toilet paper in the cupboard where I was staying. Like, or there was, like, the mattresses were all pissed, which we found in this fucking flat, which we're paying $2,600 for a room. Like, what the, like, tell me that something is wrong without telling me that something is wrong. Like, it's in plain sight, But other than that, I'm in Montijo. This is the views. I'm enjoying the weather. I really, 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 really don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful. I am grateful. I'm having the time of my life. I'm, experiencing nice weather. People are, the ones that I met are generally nice because I went to meet skateboarders, skateboarded a bit. They're really good here. The community is really warm. Women, approached a couple women on the street. They don't want anything to do with you. They don't want to talk with you. So, I don't know, maybe I don't know how to approach women. Went on a couple, call it dates, but it wasn't a date. It was just hanging out together, and it was nice. Yesterday I met a person who doesn't fit the Portuguese standards, even though she's Portuguese. Very, like, communicative, very, like, knows a few languages, very calm. The conversation was flowing, no barriers at all. Like, we were just clicking, and we went to see these ruins, like, another thing, like, I went on this tour with the Erasmus tour, and the person that is running the tour, also there's some shit that's going on with my lungs. I don't know if there's dust in the air or something that they say that is coming from another, like, wherever continent or Africa or whatever, that is, like, really irritating the respiratory system. But a lot of people are having respiratory infections, so this could be that too. We went on this tour in Lisbon, and after that tour I said, I'm not going on a tour anymore with these guys, because this is bullshit. Like, I don't want to follow some person who is actually Lithuanian, living in Portugal for like 10 years, and she's adapted to the Portuguese lifestyle. I don't know about you, but I really can't stand people that come to another country, forget who they are, that they're from Lithuania, China, America, whatever, and pretend that they're Portuguese, like, or the person from that country, like, integrate so well that they're like, I'm not Lithuanian, I'm Portuguese. So that's the kind of person that was giving us a tour. 30 people following her. She's crossing the road with a roundabout of 3 lanes across the street, like in the center. She's crossing the road, like, and you just follow me, like not on the crossing, like just on the road, and everybody's following her, cars are beeping, like do you have a rock instead of the brain in your head? Like, I mean, it's just insane. Also, we were in the center of Lisbon. I was like, okay, so you guys now go for lunch, I was like, cool, like trying to befriend this tour guide, whatever. And she's like, I was like, okay, where are you gonna go for food? What's your recommendations? Oh, I eat like Portuguese do. I like to eat good food. I was like, okay, good. Like, where is this place that you're gonna go? And she just like went, like this, like just made this gesture, like that direction, basically. I was like, can you not tell us where the place is? Because like obviously this is full of people, places that are like basically robbing you. We were like, we went to get these sandwiches, and in the window it said the sandwich is like $6.80 for a sandwich that has bread and meat in it. That's all, two ingredients. We went inside, and the menu says $9.80. My friend added some cheese in it. It was 12 euros for a baguette with some cheese and some bread in it. No salad. So this B word couldn't tell us where to go and have nice food. She had to be a B word, So thank you. Also, when she greeted us, when we came to this country, she met us at the airport, and she was like, come, like, when you meet somebody, that's the first impression that you get of the country, and we knew she was Lithuanian, so we were like, okay, cool, we're gonna connect with her, like this is gonna be fun. And she's this is ridiculous. She just goes again with the same fucking, she just goes like, doesn't say a word, doesn't say hello, doesn't say anything. She's just like and at that moment I realized that we're fucked. I was like, this is not gonna be a pleasant journey. Then we started talking. She's like acting all cool, like swag, unprofessional as fuck, swearing. Like, I was like, kind of like, okay, maybe this is the vibe, like this is, maybe I'm just like having these bad first impressions, whatever. I wasn't. It was gonna be bad. So, not for me. And I could be like she is and be like to those girls, and be like, what are you complaining about? You're in Portugal. You have whatever, 1,300 euros to spend, but to live a month. And you want to see some things also, if you have time, unlike they do. And I could be like, well, tough luck, like bad hand, got dealt. But we were like, no, this is bullshit. Like, because we have a solution for you, how to improve this experience, and you don't want to do it. So you're basically assholes, You just want the money. You just think about the money. You don't think about the actual students. So fuck you with your fucking form. At the end of this trip, you're gonna get exactly, I'm gonna say the good things that happen, and I'm gonna say the bad things that happen. And I'm not gonna be a slave to this system, man. They might not show my form. They might not like whatever, but I'm not gonna lie about how things are here, you know. Because to be honest, I wouldn't want anybody else, any other student, to read my form, and I don't know if people even read it, because nobody gave us anything when we, like, there was no communication with us, so we couldn't read what other people said or the students said, you know. So I don't know who reads those forms. Maybe nobody. Maybe they're just for some inside thing, you know. It's also secretive, you know. Nobody says anything. Like, everyone's like, if you're not gonna ask, nobody tells you anything, no information is given. So when we started to ask questions, things started to come up, you know. So our mistake was to trust these people without any knowledge of them, you know. Basically gullible and naive we were. So other than that, these are the views, houses, whatever. Life is not as different as in other countries, I guess, apart from the weather. There's no heating inside the houses, so there's no heating system. So people freeze when they're in the winter time. Basically, their explanation to everything is, this is Portugal. If you don't adapt, if you don't want to adapt, maybe you shouldn't have come here. Like, the audacity. So I'm stopping complaining. I could say a lot more things, but this is the gist of it. What did I learn from this experience? Don't go on a tour. My friends, I met this girl yesterday that, you know, woman, not a girl, but like whatever. She's way younger than me, but we started chatting on a dating app, and I was like, finally a person that I don't have to like prove myself to be a normal person. Like, she just kind of read my vibe like instantly, and we like clicked, started talking about all kinds of stuff. Like, I could see she's intelligent. I was like, cool, let's go just like meet a local, you know. And like, we went to the other side of the river. We to Armada, and went to see these ruins and this like nature. It's like a nice coast, and she had like tarot cards. She did these readings. Like, I asked so many questions, and like I asked, should I go on this trip today, which I didn't go to, and she's like, no, you shouldn't. It's gonna be a lot of waiting. There's gonna be a lot of agitation. This was exactly what was happening in the last trip, in the last tour. So, plus I went to that city already that they're going to, with the girl that went back to Lithuania and quit the program. So she's like, there's gonna be some money issues. There's gonna be a lot of waiting around, and you shouldn't go. And I knew already that I shouldn't go, but I thought, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna ask the cards. And yeah, she did like 8 readings of different questions, and yeah, they were quite on point. I just feel like it's approval of what I'm thinking about, you know. It's like I already kind of know the answers, but I want to see what the cards will say, whether they'll approve of it or not. So I'm gonna see, because all the people from my flat went and I didn't. So I always say, like, do you know, like MF Doom said, like, do you. That's the best advice that he ever got. Do you. Nobody's gonna do you, so you have to do you. And my neck is like getting better, I think, because I took some rest, you know. So I'm gonna go back to work tomorrow, so like 2 more weeks to work, basically 10 days. And yeah, we're going home, but a bit more than 2 weeks. But yeah, today's lesson is, don't follow the crowd. Don't be another sheep in the crowd. You're your own individual. You have your own head on your shoulders, like that girl Emma that left the program, like my colleague Valdemar. He's like dissing this guy that's like says that he's gonna do things and he doesn't do them, so he's like not letting him go. I'm like, fuck this, fuck these tours, fuck these Erasmus shit. Like, thank you for bringing me out here, but I know that you're benefiting from this even more than I am, because you don't have to move a finger. You just type some emails and you get paid, you know. We're actually doing the work and you don't respect that. So why should I respect what you're doing? You know, you should get treated the way that you're treating others, right? So, thank you guys for listening. I'm glad that I finally had some time to record this. Like, don't get me wrong, I will make the best kind of out of the worst situation. So even if this was 10 times worse, I would be having fun in some way, shape, or form. And I'm having fun now. I just hate when I get dealt the bad hand. But when I see somebody next to me that gets dealt a bad hand and I get dealt a good hand, I feel almost just as bad, you know? Because yes, I'm not going through it, but the person next to me is going through it. That person is complaining to me, so I'm going through it too, you know? So this shows like, this is a good test of like, are you together or are you apart? So the mistake from them was putting us all together in the same house, you know, because obviously they're saving money. You know, they could have easily rented out a flat for each of us, or like at least a flat for 2 people, like easy. And they didn't. So they put us all in the same place. We started talking, we started cooperating, and yeah, it's not gonna look good for them. Sorry, I'm a human being, I'm not a robot. You know, you're dealing with human beings. And so yeah, 33 minutes nearly of complaining. Let me know what you think. Haters gonna hate, you know. I'm not dissing Portugal as a country. I'm not like, it's just certain people, you know. And you can encounter that in every country, you know. So I don't know what to say else. As usual, I'm proud of you, because you're obviously going through something as well, probably even something similar to this. I don't know. So if you are, stay strong, stay on point, stay focused. It's just a challenge you have to go through. The cards also said that in the near future I'll be doing my job, the job that I like, but I'm gonna either become sad because somebody is going to use me and abuse me in that job, or somebody's gonna take advantage of me, and I'm wondering what that means. So whether it's this what's happening here, it could be, or what is it, you know? So be careful what you wish for, guys. Anyway, hope this wasn't too boring and bumming you out. I'm just kind of feel this obligation to tell the story, you know? And it's a story, you know? Emma, the friend that left, she's happy that she's left. She had to buy her own ticket from her own money. she won't have to pay back the money from Erasmus, but she, bought her own ticket and went back home, and she's happy, and I'm happy for her. She's a sweet, loving, very generous, very, I don't know, just a good energy person. Shit like that shouldn't be happening to people like that, and it's always like that. It's tests of life, they're testing you whether you're gonna back down and be like, okay, fine, I'll travel for 8 hours a day, or if you're not. So she's not that girl, and that's amazing. So anyway, wishing you a great day. Thank you for listening. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe you experienced something similar. Maybe you went through something similar. If you have stpd, maybe you're experiencing similar things. But I know that this is not stpd symptoms, because this is happening to not just me, Yeah, I mentioned the other girls were living in up north, having a great experience with Erasmus. So it looks like it's just here, So I love you guys. Have a great morning, day, evening. I'm gonna go to the shopping center and see if I can get some drinks and walk around a bit more and explore. I'm taking a day off from everything. I realize that I need to take time for myself. Fuck it, You're not gonna be able to do everything in this world. You gotta go inside, because I'm feeling like my neck is hurting, because I'm looking everywhere, turning my head, looking, oh, there's this here, there's this there, there's this here, and it's of course your neck is gonna be hurting, metaphorically, your neck is gonna be hurting because you're turning it so much, but you have to go straight and look straight ahead. What's straight ahead of you? In order to achieve something, So I love you guys and girls, guys. Long time no speaking to you, so I'm really having my energy and thoughts with you. I think about you a lot. Thank you for supporting me and watching this stuff. It really means a lot to me. So I'm privileged to be sharing my life with you. So yeah, thank God for these technologies. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. But yeah, I'll stop blabbing now. Have a great morning, evening, daytime, nighttime, and I'll catch you in the next one, hopefully. So much love, take care, and peace.